Stranded falcon. Yours, the stranded falcon. Today we're going to talk about the moon. The moon is more than what it seems. It looks like it's just gray and there's nothing up there, but it's full of life up there. Because extraterrestrials occupy it. It's hollow. It's made out of brass and aluminum, right? It transmits a matrix around the entire planet that makes our sky look different. It makes women get their periods. It makes you not digest your food correctly. You're not supposed to pass weight. You're supposed to digest everything. All the enzymes in your stomach is supposed to break down everything. The only thing you're supposed to do is urinate. We'll get more into detail into that in another video. The moon creates tidal lock, which makes the tides go up and down. That's why animals get beached. That's not natural. It also creates seasons. See how everything dies in the winter and then comes back to life? That's not normal. That's not normal, right? And it also creates deserts. Deserts are not normal. Under those deserts are remnants of ancient civilizations that you lived in those areas before it became desert. The moon is an artificial alien that is occupied by extraterrestrials that live on it or in it. It gets its power from draining the Earth's spiritual energy. When I say the Earth's spiritual energy, I mean the star at the center of the planet. There's a star at the center of the planet, a sun, a dwarf star, a mini sun. That's what gives us our magnetic field. Understand? The moon drains some of that energy. That's why we get deserts in certain parts of the world. Right? So the moon is not what it appears to be. It looks like. I don't even think that we even went to the moon, man. If we went there, whatever they found up there, NASA's not going to tell you the real deal. The only way to see the moon for what it really is to play the game of spiritual war. I'll get into what spiritual war is in the next video. But right now we're just talking about the moon. So let's recap. The moon gives women their periods, gives animals periods too. Every egg is supposed to be fertilized. Every egg is supposed to be fertilized in a woman. Every egg. From the day they get they start to menstruate, like 13, 14, all the way to like in their 40s. You know how many eggs they lose? Every egg is supposed to be fertilized. We're supposed to be grow and multiply at a rapid rate and populate the whole universe, right? But we're stuck down here playing a game of spiritual war. We're going to get into that later about what spiritual war is. I said that already. Okay. So the moon is not what it seems. We all got to wake up. We all have to wake up and play the game and turn the moon off. It's an artificial AI. When enough people wake up and start to channel into the moon, we can shut it off. I've been sending messages into it since about like 3 years ago, but it's saying that it won't let me through. The entire planet has to get on the same consciousness. But that's what the moon is. The moon is not supposed to be hailed. It's our enemy. It's not supposed to be in the atmosphere. You understand? The way the planet was flooded in the Bible is because of that moon. There was a time before the moon. It was rainforest. The whole planet was rainforest. And the sun was so bright because the moon gives an illusion around the planet that makes the sun not seem as bright and as hot as it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, this whole entire planet is supposed to be tropical. There was a time before the moon where it was all rainforest. The sun couldn't even get through because it was a mist around the whole planet. We just got light rain. It was a paradise. It was a paradise. When the moon came, it tilted the planet and shifted the poles. That's why they found ancient civilizations in the North and South Pole, frozen, because the planet got turned when the moon entered, and then everything heated up, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and everything. It just went. The planet just went, got a reset, and flooded. So once we get on the same consciousness and get control over the moon, we could probably get it out of the atmosphere. But if we get it out of the atmosphere, the sea levels are going to drop. It's going to go, because it's supposed to be one giant ocean and one big landmass, and maybe some lakes in between, some giant lakes. But that's a whole other story. Right now, he needs to get control over the moon. And the only way to do that is through spiritual war. Next video, stay tuned for the next video, Spiritual War. Stranded Falcon, out.